tough talk. It come with some pain, but we must talk. Everything a game, but it's simple and plain. Don't do it in vain, cause it's tough talk. Yeah, it's tough talk. Yeah, it's tough talk. Everything a game, but it's simple and plain. Don't talk.
We back with Communication Save the Nation. I'm your host, T. Craig.
What's up? It's your boy DJ Red, and we coming to y'all with the one, the only Jeff Estrada, popular
Right.
man.
Hey,
Song, the West Side, he's here.
Mr. River Time, Mr. Woodland, and K Zoo. Let's do it, man. Let's do it.
So, let's give him a brief little introduction of who you are, et cetera, and go from there.
Well, as y'all know, I'm Jeff. Started the popular demand thing. It was more so called the Zone. Back in 2019, we just rebranded, changed the name to Popular Demand. More so recently, so like last year we changed the name. You know that.
Right.
I went to Union High School from the West
Red Hawks.
Side.
Red
You
Hawks.
feel me? Ooh, graduated 2011. So that's my little brief background.
No, that wasn't brief enough. You were talking about Popular Demand. We want to know about Jeff.
Jeff, I know about
What's up? What side of town you come from? Your background, family, how many siblings?
the whole thing.
Yeah.
All right, so
Yeah, give him a little autobiography.
As we got some questions, that's gonna get there.
Okay.
Just a little.
But all right, so I was from the West Side, born and raised on 5th Street my whole life. Like I was grew up on that street for 21 years. So everybody from that side of town that I grew up around, you know what I'm saying, kind of like my brothers. You know what I'm saying, in a sense, kind of how y'all probably grew up around each other. So like me, Dante, D-Man, you know what I'm saying, Jamel, Shy, a bunch of us. We all went to Harrison, or Westwood, and we transferred to Union.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Because that's really.
basketball.
Man, ain't trying to hear that shit at all. Man, ain't trying to hear that.
I might want to stop you real quick though, because I get confused about the West Side. I'm from the Burton Heights, and for a minute we thought the West Side was like Granville and Hall and Franklin, but then now they call themselves Southwest. But now the West Side, you got like Lincoln Park area, then you got what's that park over by Douglas, the old Douglas.
You got a lot of parks over there, but that's Douglas.
Douglas, that's what it is, Douglas. So it's that. Because it's confused. Like you got
that's the part
who's hooping at. So it's like you got Bridge Street, then you got Alpine, Leonard.
Yeah. So
is it two different West Sides, or are y'all all considered?
I mean, honestly, we consider it to be
West Side. That was my question. That's the question I wanted.
Like we really like it's
two
really
West Sides,
man,
right?
It's really two West Sides.
Okay, that's what they.
I mean, if you really want to be technical, they Southwest is.
Yeah.
I mean, they not. It's considered the West Side because it's not. It's the southwest side of Grand Rapids. When you look in the directions and stuff like that, so like Granville, and you go all the way to Wealthy. Once you hit Wealthy and go across the bridge, the water, once you get on the other side of the water, that's where that's our west side. So Butterworth all the way to Richmond. That's the stomping grounds.
Okay.
So you got the main streets from there is you got Butterworth, then you got Lake Michigan, you got Bridge, you got Alpine runs this way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Then you got Leonard and Richmond. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha. But considering like 5th Street and then Alpine and Richmond, that's something different though.
Yeah,
right?
and I'm gonna break it down to you. So we used to break the West Side up into like kind of sections of what we used to call it. So by Douglas Park, that's funny they call it the Dirty West. But no, honestly, we call it the jungle. Like literally, we called that shit the jungle over there because it was like a point in time where, I mean, literally, you probably go down Gold Street and see 30 niggas on the block, literally from Lake Michigan all the way down to Dudlers, like 10, 15, 5. Like that was really like it was a trap, but outside. You know what I'm saying? So it really called it the jungle. Then once you get on the other side of Bridge, that was like you going back to like a different zone. So that's where we called it like Zone 3. Zone 3 was from 1st Street to 7th Street. So those 7 streets in there was from, Stockton, Divides, and then it goes Alpine. Yeah. So anyway from Lane to like Davis, kind of like before Broadway. So that was zone 3. Once you get
What's the liquor store called on by Walker?
I mean, which one? The blue
Pantry.
The blue store. Oh yeah, Pantry. That's
zone 3.
Yeah, that was it.
That's like by
So
Walker.
then, once you get past 7th Street, then you got like what we used to call it back then was like Zone 6. So it was like 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, all the way to 11th.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
I knew it was some
So the
different West Side
zones,
shit.
the zones was made up by y'all.
Yeah.
So it's not. This is not like a geographical type shit. This
Nah.
is something that y'all made.
Yeah.
Yeah. I knew it was
Hence the
something.
name, the zone.
Yeah, and
Okay.
but then this just makes sense because there was an acronym for my daughter's names. You know,
Okay.
like Zoe, Olivia, Nolani. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? But I just couldn't use the E as our last name because the Griffins got a store downtown called The Zone, and it's a team sport apparel store.
Uh-huh.
So I had to think of something
Copyright.
creative.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I had to think of
That's
something
dope.
creative. I just changed the E, made it a 3
Yep.
because that's where I was from.
That used to fuck me up.
You know what I'm saying?
I used to say zone 3.
Zone
I did.
Yeah.
That's what like we was from. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
it's
So it makes
pronounced the
sense
zone.
when people say
You know what I'm
it.
saying?
That's
So
dope. That's
Okay,
dope. See,
you know.
we taught y'all something. West
Right,
Side,
right.
Eastern, you know what I'm saying?
a little bit.
Yeah,
So-
so but
so
keep on going
overall-
on the West Side.
Yeah, the West Side.
And
What was
then,
like growing up on the West Side?
I mean, that's probably like typical as like anybody else, bro. I mean, every side of town, every neighborhood got its problems. You know, its upsides, downsides. You know, me growing up, I grew up without a mom. You know what I'm saying, or a dad. So I was raised by my grandma. You know what I'm saying? So she took me in when I was like 4 and adopted me. So I lived with her for like 11 years. You know what I'm saying? Just
You had a father figure, my dad.
man, bro, it was the streets. Like, I ain't gonna lie. Like, after she had passed away, that's, you know, when I had not turned to the streets, but like I found a group of, you know, young men who were growing up like me. You know, Dante, Jamel,
How
Shad.
old was she when you passed away?
13.
I mean, how old was you?
I was 13. Yeah, I was 13 when she passed away.
So who was your care after she passed away?
Well, it was so. I'm breaking down. So it was my great grandmother. So it was my mom's grandmother who had me. And when she passed away, I just like kind of bounced around. You know what I'm saying? From aunts to, you know, I went living with my mom for a little bit. Then, you know, I wasn't feeling it. Where we didn't see eye to eye because she didn't know how to raise, you know, she didn't know how to raise kids and shit. So, then went to another aunt, uncle, you know what I'm saying, cousin. I just, you know, we was out
So
here.
what about siblings? You the oldest?
Yeah, I'm the oldest. I got 2 younger sisters and then my brother. My brother is like, you know, that's like my right hand man. I kind of took him under my wing ever since he was like 3. You know what I'm saying? So
So you feel like that all that bouncing around and taking care of your brother that kind of forced you to grow up fast?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, I was doing shit I had no business doing. No father figure. You know what I'm saying? I was doing shit I had no business doing, bro. Honestly, I ain't gonna lie. But it's crazy because everybody around me we was doing the same shit though.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Like
So
no.
honestly, no. But it's crazy because I mean, you really a product of your environment. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
Exactly.
no matter what, no matter where you growing up or how you raised, bro. If you if you raised in a certain type of community, you're gonna be raised based off that community.
You was raised in the jungle.
No, I was raised in the zone.
I
was raised in the zone. So I ain't gonna lie, like the jungle though, like my family members live down there too, but like, you know, I was always the type to like never like really run towards or go like towards trouble. I always try to like stray away from it. But it's like, I don't know, it's like when I seen shit like that, it was like, it wasn't out of the ordinary, but I'm like, I know this is right. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
The shit that I was seeing, the shit that I was doing, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, you know, it's always that second, third.
So with that being said, like growing up on the West Side, you know, where it's black and it's a lot black, white, Mexican shit.
It's so mixed over there.
What is your nationality? Like what are you?
So my dad's he's Hispanic.
know.
No, I know. I think my mom told me he's Honduran, so he's 100% from Honduras. My mom's black and white. You know what I'm saying? So my mom's dad is black and my mom's mom is white.
Okay. So where did the last name come from? Because that's not a normal last name.
Estrada?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my dad's last name.
Okay, gotcha.
So he's Spanish. I mean, my mom had married him when they was young. But I was like 2. You know what I'm saying? So and then he got deported, and then after he got deported, like
why did he get
Your dad
I
got
don't know.
deported?
Yeah, I don't.
So you never like had
I never
a relationship with him
no,
or nothing?
never.
Okay.
Wow.
Never did.
Do you,
That's
do you
deep.
resent him for that?
No, I don't resent anybody. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna force nobody to be in nobody's life. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is.
Why?
What do you want?
Why you don't hold people accountable? You know what I'm saying? He wasn't
I
meant
mean,
to be here.
I can't ask him why he ain't here. You know what I'm saying? I don't hold no grudges.
But your mom,
we
though.
gotta move forward. That's a different story. That's a different story.
We here for stories.
That's a different story. I do hold my mom accountable, and I feud with her to this day. You know what I'm saying? Because she had a chance with me, she had a chance with my brother, and she got a chance for her grandkids, but she ain't there for none of us. You know what I'm saying? So
So stepping in for your brother, being that father figure for him, do you feel like that kind of like altered your life in the path that you wanted
man,
to?
hell yeah. Like that was probably like the biggest thing. So I'm gonna give you a little backstory about that too. So when I was like 15, my mom went to prison. You know what I'm saying? And my brother, he was 5 at the time. He was staying with our aunt, well, like our great aunt, so my grandpa's sister. So he lives with her still to this day. But
With your grandma?
no, with my grandpa's sister, which is my aunt.
Your aunt.
You know what I'm saying? So he lives with her. But like during that time, like, you know, Mike was growing up thinking like, damn, why my mom don't want me? You know, like what, you know what I'm saying? He was growing up like me.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking the same shit when he was 5 years old.
Mhm.
Like, damn, why my mom ain't around? Where, you know, why don't she want me? Or what, you know, I'm not even gonna say he wasn't good enough, but you know, she just had her own personal life and issues that she just never tended or took responsibility of kids. So I saw a need, I'm like, damn, I don't want him growing up like me. You know what I'm saying? I don't want him in the street running, you know, doing the same shit I was doing. I gotta be there for him, show him a different way.
Mhm.
So when I was like 15, 16, I moved from the west side. Little people know. I moved to Kentwood where they stayed. And, you know, thinking from where I'm coming from, Kent was for the rich white rich motherfuckers and shit.
I made
But no, it wasn't. It was a whole different aspect when I went out there. I mean, granted, it was like, you know, you're limited on shit. You know what I'm saying? It's not where I was come from.
Mm-hmm.
But like my brother looked up to me like, damn, my brother. You know, his dad was never really around. You know what I'm saying? And we had other people like to kind of be around him to be positive role models. Yeah. But they was doing fucked up shit too. You know what I'm saying? In and out of prison or alcoholics, and you know what I'm saying? So it's like it was kind of like my job to be like, okay, this is the right way to do shit, bro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I changed my whole behavior around the fact for him. You know what I'm saying? And kind of help bring him up in a correct way.
How many years you and your brother apart?
10.
10. Oh,
10 years
deep.
apart. Yeah. He's 19. I'm gonna be 29.
Okay.
And if you were like, I mean, just to piggyback off that, if you were like the most positive role model in Mike's life, good job. That's
Oh yeah, for sure. He'll tell you. He'll tell you today. He'll be like, I never let him down. You know what I'm saying? While I try not to let him down, I know we all just had disappointments with somebody or some people. But like Mike, he really like kind of like changed me as a teen growing up.
Yeah.
I remember times when we did live under my mom's household when I was like 13, he was like 4. Like, you know, my mom was into drugs and shit. You know what I'm saying? So I remember times when she wasn't at the crib and I had to be to school. Yeah. Well, I wasn't finna leave him home alone. Right. You know what I'm saying? So I had to stay home with bro. You know what I'm saying? So it's little shit like that. Like, he don't really physically or remember, but he like vivid picture. Like, damn, I remember the house, but I don't ever remember. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, when my mom comes home, like being asleep for like 2 days and shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I gotta go to school. You know what I mean? Like, it's just little shit like that. Yeah, kind of.
We love the backstory, man.
Oh yeah,
man. Side and doing all that. So we gonna keep it a little bit in your childhood. You know,
for sure.
We know you just lost a childhood friend. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
How that took a toll on you? You know what I'm saying? What have you learned from that? You know what I'm saying? What can you do to change that? Because I know.
As far as what? It changed.
Just changing, like, you know, your kid not getting killed, murdered, or getting out of that lifestyle, or
honestly, it's you know it's sad honestly. I can't like it's still like new to me, kind of fresh. And like when I lose somebody, you know what I'm saying? When I've lost you know a few people to death, but I handle death really, really, really well. You know what I'm saying? And it's not like you know dwell on or what do they call it, grieve on the shit for too long. Like that was my brother. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And he was one of the people like we was with every single day growing up. You know what I mean? So like I said, it's still kind of fresh and new, and I'm still waiting on him to text me. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that's still fresh in my mind. Like damn, when bro gonna hit me up and ask me why he ain't on the schedule.
Right.
I'm gonna tell him Hollywood. But no,
so he was working at the show.
he was crazy. He was supposed to be in the store that day.
Was developing a relationship. Like it's crazy. Like when we text in our group chat, anything that I put with D-Man pops up, and I have to delete it before I hit send because I don't want to remind the fellas. Like it's crazy. I swear to God, anytime I type D-Man, you know, these iPhones is retired. I hate these damn phones because they
smart.
Yeah, like as soon as I hit D, his name pop up. I'm like, damn, I don't.
Right.
Okay, let me delete this shit real quick before I send
So
it.
now that he's working at the store, like you have an opportunity to change some of your friends' lives. So do you want to give them opportunities to work? Get popular to man.
I mean, then that was really the whole. That was the whole point. So the whole point of the story was when I had made it, I'm like, okay, I have an opportunity to create something to give my guys, you know, an opportunity to, because I already know a lot of jobs was like look down on felons. You know what I'm saying? And most of the guys have felonies, been in prison. You know what I'm saying? This and that. I got another friend coming home in August. He did 11 years. You know what I'm saying? So he did 11 years. You know what I mean? Yeah, like, and it's crazy because like I still talk to him, man, every day, and like once a week. You know what I'm saying? Put money on his books for all 11 years. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people would just leave shit on. I didn't put him in that position, but I feel like I'm in a position to help. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna try to help as much as I can without kind of like giving too much, you know what I'm saying, and expecting a lot in return. So, but with D-Man being gone though, like I said, it's still fresh, and the only thing I can do for like the other guys, like I said, Dante, he at the store, Jamel, he at the store. My other guys got their own businesses. You know what I'm saying? Like Dominique, he got a delivery service that he owns. Shy got his exotic beliefs that he do. So
Shy that hope, right?
Yeah, that's my brother.
Shout out, that's
so and then like and that's and my boy George, he just came home from prison when we had opened the store up. So he'd been out like 3 years. So I mean, there's only like a handful of us really. It's like 8 to 10. You know what I'm saying?
So you talking about the store. So let's transition to that. What made you come up with the store? Like, well, let's fast rewind a little bit. Before the store, what were you doing, and then what brought you to open the store? So I think me and you were talking earlier. Yeah. You told me a couple. I didn't know you had a couple different jobs.
Oh yeah, man.
Back chalkboard.
Yeah. So I worked at a spot called Vista Manufacturing for like 6 years.
Okay.
And what we did was we made office furniture for Steelcase. They're a Steelcase manufacturer. You know what I'm saying? So not like they're a Steelcase supplier. So what we did, we made like dry erase boards, tack boards, marker boards. You know what I'm saying? Office equipment. I worked there for like 6 years, bro, and I just noticed like, do I really want to be like the rest of these, people in this spot working, slaving? You know what I'm saying? And I put in a lot of work for that company. Like, I remember there was weeks.
6 years, that's a long time.
Bro, no, I mean I remember weeks, bro. I worked like 98 hours. Like I'm talking about like working from 5 in the morning to 1 in the morning, bro. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I just 5 in the morning to 1 in the morning the next day. The same day. Yes, bro. Like I did it. Like I went home, came back. I leave like 1 because they're like, you working too many hours. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay, so when y'all gonna let me come back in? They're like, well, you need at least a day off. Right. And I'm like, I'm a working hard. I'm a workaholic. You know what I'm saying?
You ain't have no kids at the time.
Yeah, I had kids. Yeah. I had think it was my two daughters. So this was like somewhere like 2015, 14. So this was back then, you know what I'm saying, when I first started. But anyway, so I worked there for like 6 years and I'm like, I don't really want to do this, you know what I'm saying? I came to a point where I like, you know what I'm saying, I had money saved up and I'm just thinking like, man, I need to do something different. You know what I'm saying? Like, what can I do different that I can do for my community, or my side of town, you know what I'm saying, my friends, my family. I'm like, what's not over there? You know, it was either a restaurant or it was like something like a clothing store or something. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it was. It was a clothing store. And
so that's what made you get into retail.
Yeah, that's what I did. I've always liked clothes. I used to.
That was gonna be my question. You always kind of been in the fashion.
Yeah. And I used to resell shoes, bro, before this shit was even like. You know what I'm saying?
Before the resellers trying to be resellers.
Like I remember. Man,
let us get some change. Shit.
I remember when the Jordan Hares, the 7s, that came out.
Mm-hmm.
Like back then, this was reselling. You know what I'm saying? Bro, I got like 7 pair of them, and I noticed I'm like, damn, this market crazy right now. You know what I'm saying? So I was making extra money doing that. You know what I'm saying? This was like the Teal Forest had dropped, and it was like a whole bunch of, you know, like hot shit. And I'm like, okay. And then I just started noticing like a lot more people doing it, and when a lot more people start to do something, I like to tend to like, the market watered down. You know what I'm saying? So it's time to go do something else. So I transitioned. I went to the store, and then that's how the store came about.
Okay. So and that was on the west side.
Yeah, on Bridge Street.
And Bridge Street, that was my next question. So being in your hood, bringing something back to your community, and somebody breaks in. Was that like
that shit had to hurt?
Right.
I mean, it was. I was more so like shocked about the shit, but it wasn't. And I mean, we kind of think we know who did it. We really can't really tell, but it's like it was more so like a slap in the face. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck.
That gotta hurt though.
It did. It was like, you know, it happened like 3 times. So I've been through.
Oh, it happened 3 times?
Bro, 3 times in like 20 days. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, man, it's time to go. Yeah, I was like, it's time to go. So
I thought it was just once.
No, it was like 3 times, bro. 3 times in like 20 days. So they broke the window twice, and then they broke the door. You know what I'm saying? But they ain't.
Did they take anything?
Bro, petty stuff, like T-shirts. You know what I'm saying? They did more damage than what goods they took. You know what I mean? So we kind of pissed. The landlord looking at me like, you know, like, oh no, like, hey man. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, I'm like, you gonna put some, you know, some reinforcements on your property or whatever. And he's like, it's not my business. I'm like, this is your building, right? You know what I'm saying? So he didn't want to do it. So I'm like, okay, I'm out. You know what I mean? So I had an opportunity. Ali, my homeboy Ali from Boost Mobile. He
Boost man.
Yeah, sir. That's my brother for real, man. But he was like, hey bro, I can get you in the mall. I'm like, you get me in the mall? Where? He's like, Rivertown. Yeah, I'm like, bad. I'm gonna give it a shot, see what happens. He was like, it's holiday season, perfect time to get in. You know what I'm saying? And ever since then, it just took off.
That's what's up, man.
So when Ali introduced you to Rivertown, you went and you were searching for an individual to do something for you. Who was that individual? Who was that individual that you
honestly, it was red because like I kind of knew of you already, and I seen you before down at the other spot where you wasn't too happy at. You know what I'm saying? At the other spot. No. So that one. So drink to that. So I'm like, he got to know something about something. So I came to I had seen you at Villa that one time where I had like introduced myself and stuff, and I was like, the stuff that I
in the store, I thought this nigga was worth $1 million. What the fuck is this nigga? Because I didn't know who he was. Had the Cardi's on, looking around the store. I'm like, you need some help? He like, no, I'm good, bro. Then as he getting ready to walk out, he like, man, I'm opening up a spot, man. I need somebody to merchandise.
Blah, blah, blah. No, I just really was looking for like kind of like I'm more of I'll do it myself. That's how I've always been that way. But like if somebody can show me how to do something exactly,
and that was your
experience
exact
is
word.
the
Like,
best teacher.
and that's what you say. Like I could do it myself, but I just need somebody that got some experience. Who do
You know what I'm saying? So I learn a few things.
I told him I'm like, bro, I've been in retail since 2005. We chopped it up.
It was just like a good partnership. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I was
what 2019.
Yeah. So when I first met Red, I thought Red was a hood ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like just cutthroat, carry the toolie. But look, I ain't gonna lie. Cause look, when I first seen him,
You never told me that.
Cause when I first seen him, cause you know I'm going to gentleman fashion and shit, bro. You know what I'm saying?
It's the head. His head.
No, I don't know what it was. It was
You
just
ain't
like,
talking about my head. Leave my head alone. My head ain't that big right there, is it, John?
Hell yeah.
big though. That boy got a size 8 man.
7 3/4.
But when I first seen him, he was working in general fashion. And I always know general fashion. You know what I'm saying, bro? It's you know it's a parking lot. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, damn, this is good ass nigga in here. I never seen him before. You know what I'm saying? I'm always dealing with the foreigners, right? You know. But I seen him, I'm like, okay. But then I saw him in Villa, more professional setting, changed my whole perspective about it. You know what I'm saying? So it's all about your environment. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And you did not fit that environment. Now that I know you and I'm looking at you, you know what I'm saying?
Salute Red, man.
For real, salute my
I
guy.
had so many people asking me, like, bro, what are you doing?
See, and I didn't know. I never knew you from Villa Bank. You know what I'm saying? So
I'm glad y'all connected, but so let's say you got the Rivertown story, right? Mm-hmm. So now let's move to Rivertown. You were supposed to have a big grand opening, you know what I'm saying? You was promoting heavy, and then boom, something stopped that. What stopped the grand opening of that Woodland?
which one?
Your first grand opening.
The first one?
First grand opening.
You really want me to get in that?
Yeah, it's tough talk.
There was a lot of people probably asking about this shit,
It's
bro.
tough talk. You know what I'm saying? It's tough talk. So what really happened? We had the green floor.
Yeah, man. All right, man. I'm gonna address the elephant in the room. So, all right, bro. So my personal life, bro. A lot of people didn't know, but I was doing a lot of shit like on the side that I didn't really want to mix with the business. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't know that like, I was under surveillance for like 4 months. You know what I'm saying? Doing what I was doing. So when I'm promoting it heavy, you know what I'm saying? And that's really what got a lot of attention for them to be like, okay, he got this and this. Well, we're going to make it this and take them both away. Yeah. So that's what happened. So, like, October 2nd, you know what I'm saying? I'm on my way. I just got off the phone with this nigga. I'm on my way to I'm on my way to Woodland, bro. Like literally on my way. Like, bro, I'll be there in like 15 minutes. I'm grabbing something to eat. Honestly, he's like, all right, cool. I'm finishing up with this wasted table. I'm like, all right, bet. I'm wasted. Yeah, was a bro. I said, I'll be there. So I get pulled over on Alpine, like in the drive-through, like
west side,
bro. No, look, like in Comstock Park. Oh, so I'm in the drive-through. I'm thinking like the cop pull up behind me. I'm thinking he gonna get some lunch too. I'm like, how many people get pulled over in a drive-through? That's what came to my mind. I spoke it in existence. No. Okay. I spoke it as I'm like, I wonder how many people pull up in the drive-through. I order my food and shit. He knocked on my window. Damn. I'm like, fuck this shit. So he turned the lights on or nothing? No, nothing. And that's how I know it was like a sting. So I'm like, fuck this dude want? You know what I'm saying?
So do you think he was getting lunch for real or they was
no,
I'm saying he could have been in line like, me run this nigga place. No, I don't even need that burger no more.
No, it's crazy, bro, because he ran my plate. I was clean, you know what I'm saying? And then, like, so the sting was through Grand Rapids, but Grand Rapids couldn't pull me over because it's out of their jurisdiction. So they needed a Kent County sheriff or a state police officer to do a traffic stop, just to get me out the car, you know what I'm saying, to do this, do that. So he knocked on the window, he pulled me out the car, he asked me, like, Mr. Trey, you step out, you got a child support warrant. I'm like, get the fuck out of here, I'm married. I got a child support warrant. I was like, what's this really about? He was like, you got some unpaid fines or something. I know you lying, you know what I'm saying? I got some shit in the trunk in the car. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, well, fuck. I'm like, I'm thinking like I really didn't know what the fuck was going on. You know what I'm saying? So he pulled up and shit. He like, yeah, why did this speed get out? I'm like, okay. He put me in cuffs. I'm like, man, what's this about or whatever? And he was like,
so he put you in cuffs for unpaid tickets or unpaid.
No, I mean that was the
a
reason
child
for the
support.
stop. You know,
Child support,
there's 11 exceptions to a reason a cop can detain you,
Mm-hmm.
or you know what I'm saying. So anyway, that was one of them. So he pulled me over. He waited for the Grand Rapids police to come and shit. They take me. They put me in the back of the Grand Rapids police car, man. Then they go behind Jimmy John's, and we sitting there for like an hour. And I'm sitting there thinking, what the fuck is going on? During this time, they in my boy crib, the stores, my house.
I was about to say, meanwhile, they was, come here, sir. That motherfucker reached in his shirt, that badge popped out. I said, oh, shit. I'm going to jail. Oh, shit. They're like, you didn't pay, man, what? And like he said, he thought I was a street nigga. That bitch nigga came out and said, what's up with me? Oh, I got Tasha. Time for going to jail. Tell the kids I love them. I don't know what's going on. And it's like a movie because it just went complete dark. Like we were just texting and it just went completely dark. And I'm texting him like, why you didn't text me back? And he called me. Right to voice. And I'm like,
I didn't know, and I didn't know what it had. I didn't know what it had.
So what year was this? Like when it happened?
2020, bro. 2020. This was the good
2
time,
years ago.
2020 was it was a blessing and a curse at the same time.
So why you say it was a blessing though?
It was a blessing because like the beginning of the year, like I was really doing more. I spread myself so thin that I had put the business kind of like I was uncomfortable with the wrong shit. Let's just put it that way.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I was uncomfortable with doing the other shit. You know what I'm saying? My hustle versus the store. I should have been uncomfortable with the store instead of the other shit. But I was like, the store stayed. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. They got it.
Yeah, because that whole year, again, like I said, I was working behind the scenes for him. Mm-hmm. He was trying to pull me. Yeah.
I told you, he stole me.
Get out of the village. Get out of the village. I got an opportunity for it. So, and I was straight up with him. I'm like, I'm scared, bro. I got a family to feed. And he respected that I said that. So I kept working with him. I said, you know what? During this time, I was working in Kazoo. That drive was killing me. Yeah. I said, you know what, Jeff? You know what, Jeff? Whenever you're ready, let's do it. He's like, look, willing ready. By October, it's yours if you want it. I'm like, all right, bet. So when that motherfucker put that badge out, I'm down. Oh, shit.
So with that being said, what was your charges on all that when they come in? Pulling you over and going to the store.
Well, I mean, it just was delivering, manufacturing marijuana.
Oh, okay.
So what it really came down to, like they wanted me to tell them myself, but I wasn't telling myself because I already had a lawyer ready for this shit. Yeah. So
that's big money talk.
Obviously, your lawyer is good.
You already said
your lawyer is good.
That's big
I got
money
3
talk.
lawyers now, so I
got my lawyer on speed dial.
I got one for my misdemeanors, one for the felonies, and one for the business. So anyway, so that was what the charges was. But it's like they wanted a global deal because it had to do with legal entities. So the zone, meaning that was a legal entity, and the shit that they had took belonged to the company, not me. So that's what an LLC does. It's a limited liability company. It allows you, it protects your company from your personal assets. So what they did was they just put it all together. You know what I'm saying?
So I was basically trying to intertwine everything. This is the only way he opening up 2 stores.
Yeah, that's exactly what they said.
But money, they couldn't look at the money like he was making from Rivertown. I made this money from Rivertown. Why I can't open it up?
Bro, they did some. They could basically, when it gets to that point, they can do what they want. You know what I'm saying? And I couldn't, like, there was not enough proof for me to go and be like, this is how this was doing, because I would have had to sue them in a civil lawsuit.
Sue who?
The police department.
So was it a state or federal?
No, it was state.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the feds didn't want it. The feds didn't want it. They said it's weed, it's not cocaine, so we don't want it.
So was that state or federal that made me shit on myself. When
It was all state.
It was all state.
state.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was all state.
It was all state.
It was Grand. It was Grand Rapids.
That's tough, so.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
tough.
Yeah. So
That nigga, he made me shit on myself.
Don't shit on yourself. Don't shit on yourself. So with that, so besides that, you know what I'm saying, because you already had a business open.
Mhm.
Let's go back to Rivertown. Like, what was your biggest obstacles of opening the store at Rivertown? Like, what was your biggest things of getting in a mall? You know what I'm saying, a mall setting to where you can, you know what I'm saying, display like I'm
Honestly,
in Rivertown.
honestly, like it's not as hard as I thought. So anything can be anything that you do, podcast, anything, rap, whatever, you know, video record. It's only as hard as you think about it's gonna be. Shit gets easier as you learn it. You know what I'm saying? Now you got the boards and shit. Now you're working on the sound. You know what I'm saying? Any basketball. You know what I'm saying? You're not able to use if you a one-handed player. If you use your left hand more, you're gonna get better at it. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I did. I just kind of learned how to like get to places where I'd never been before. So I, you know what I'm saying? Like dealing with all the insurances and the taxes and the, you know, paying like, you know, business bills and shit. Like it just, you just learn as you go. So that's kind of how I got to Rivertown. So the biggest obstacle to me was getting the grants. Like that's the biggest obstacle.
That's our next question.
Yeah, that's the biggest.
How did you steal those contracts? Because BBC, my family, we love BBC. Like we like Billionaire Boy Club. We was man. ACK had that shit. So I got a double question for you, right?
Mhm.
First, one of them is how did you get your contracts with like BBC and Kappa and all that stuff? And then my second question is because I remember me and Vic from ACK, we had a good relationship, and I told him like, why you don't open up another store? You know what I'm saying? Like on a different side of the city. And he was like, why would I do that? That means I'm competing with myself. You know what I'm saying? So why did you you got 3 stores? You know what I'm saying? I know that they carry different brands, but do you feel like you competing with yourself?
No, not at all. Not.
But answer the question is the first question.
Yeah. So the contracts. Okay. So how it goes is so it's proximity based. So they look at all the people who applied for the accounts in the area, and they see the brands that you carry, and they want to see like what's going to be a good placement for their brand. You know what I'm saying? So really, me and my brother Dante, we met with these reps. Literally went to their motherfucking showroom, their office, and did our pitch. This is why your brand should be in our store.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like.
And just selling your hustle.
Not just that, but they like the fact that like we weren't the ordinary. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a Spanish guy and a black guy coming in here telling us that they want our brand. Well, shit, we want to be in y'all store too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It just fit the genre and the criteria of what they was looking for in the area. So we got it. Nobody else within 75 miles can get it. You feel me? So everybody else mad. Like, damn, why can't we get it? Why can't we get
dope.
it? You feel what I'm saying?
So nobody from 75 miles, so like Muskegon,
nothing.
But how,
It's
that's what I'm saying. Though. So like you got Grand Rapids, Kalamazoo.
Yeah, I can get in Kalamazoo because we got it. We carry it.
Oh,
it's under one umbrella. It's over. It's over. And they hate it. They hate it. They sick. They sick. They can't get what we got.
How the hell you get Billionaire Boy Club and motherfucking the craze?
Yeah, I'm telling you, bro. So once you basically secure or you lock in one brand, and they see like, okay, well, that's just like a trickle effect. So we got like we did our pitch. They're like, okay, we'll open you up. So boom, it was Kappa. Then Kappa was under the same listing company as Billionaire Boy Club and Ice Cream and Planes and all that shit. So then it was just like it's just trickle effect. Okay, Kappa, Planes, BBC, Ice Cream, and whatever else they got under they showroom. So we can have anything that they show us. You know what I'm saying? So that's how it really happened.
Yeah, they basically like to see what we got because he sent me to the show in Chicago, and when I went to that show in Chicago, as soon as I said the store name, they'll say, "Oh shit, y'all got Planes. Oh shit, y'all got BBC. Oh."
They know who he is.
Contract.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Man,
here's our catalog.
Let me cut you off, Faustina, because I was texting you. I got this BBC jacket. I was texting Faustina for life. That bitch on sale.
Well, it was the varsity.
What?
The yellow varsity.
I said, what size you got? Now I wanted that BBC jacket so bad. That bitch like $330. I'm like, not wait that bitch go down. They're like Black Friday, like my thumb.
And that's how it is. It's like we don't dictate or make the prices.
Yeah,
They give us the price list that we supposed to sell it for.
Yeah.
If we do sell it for something that's like cheaper than what they sell it for on their website, they'll pull the brand. They'll pull it. They'll take it away.
Rules and regulations.
You know, bro, it is. There's a lot of shit like that. I mean, they ask me all the time for pictures of how we merchandise it. You know what I'm saying? Or how many items of this we got, what sizes not selling.
Yeah.
Big sizes don't sell, honestly. Bigger sizes not selling. From 2X, 3Xs do not
You hear
sell.
that?
You know what I mean? They don't. They don't. It's honestly. I mean, we did we did an inventory check like one day. Like we did like
I seen
smalls. It was like we had like 3 smalls left, 7 mediums, 6 larges, 11 or 12 extra larges. Bro, it was 33 2Xs and like 13 3Xs, bro.
So with that being said, though, so like I mean, I'm gonna shout out ACK. I love ACK.
Yeah, for sure.
Why don't you get into the like bring the shoes into it? Because I think if you bring the shoes into it, you will be. I don't want to say the next ACK, but you can kill him with that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So okay,
you know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna get.
He know, but we don't know. We don't know, right?
Like I said,
We don't know.
you want me to answer? You want to check?
I'm gonna Jackson.
Yeah, I'm gonna get into all that.
You ain't employed right now.
Right. So when the shoe shit really started popping and they was allowing like they call them mom and pop stores to like get these accounts, Nike. So you got Premier, ACK, and Reynolds and Sons. They was like the 3 stores that sold shoes in the city. You know what I'm saying? They had that Nike grandfather. They had that grandfathered in account. Well, they did after they switched their marketing director. The whole scheme of Nike changed. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to be in mom and pop stores anymore. They want to be in corporate accounts. You know what I'm saying? The stores just doing, 20, 30, 40, $50 million orders a year. You know what I'm saying? Foot Locker, Champs.
Yeah.
Jimmy Jazz, Villa, shit like that.
But see, ACK like they will have shit that those stores just had.
And that's what I'm saying. They was grandfathered in account. You know what I'm saying?
Kids gotta take
My bad. That's for my kids. I'm sorry. They got to their meds.
Yeah. So that's kind of what happened. So like when I did do like the first 2 years I applied for the account, they said it, like their basically their marketing approach didn't fit, or our marketing approach didn't fit the criteria for the account.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So like basically wasn't a big enough store to carry the brand. You know what I'm saying? And then getting into all of the reselling stuff, like everybody's doing it. It just I don't know.
It's tricky.
It's like a whole nother business inside of a business. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I need a whole different team for that. And we spoke about that too. So that's the reason why.
That's when you hire T. Craig. You know what I'm saying? You do the clothes, I do the shoes.
So speaking of shoes and brands and stuff like that, we got 3 different stores now. When we get these different brands for the 3 different stores, has anybody ever tried to blackball us or?
Hell yeah, man! You know that.
I know it, but
elephant in the room.
I know it, but the world don't know. So,
So I mean, honestly, I'm not even gonna name drop because I don't want no legal action. But like, we've had stores call these brands and tell them don't sell to them because they too close to us, or we don't want them to have their brand, or they sell the same brand as us. So like they do that a lot, and I mean you see it, and even if our store is 43 miles south, they still calling the reps.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, it must be like, I ain't gonna say it's a hit to the pocket, but it's something else there that's the reason why they player hating.
So you talk like, one-on-one with the reps. Like, how do they approach you? Like, what do they say? Like,
I would pull it up on my phone and let you listen.
Black and white,
you know what I'm saying? The voice, I still got it in my phone. You know what I'm saying? So, or they ask like, "Hey, I hope you're not selling these clothes in the other stores. We're getting calls saying that you guys are. If you are, it's going to continue to be a problem. Yeah, we'll pull the brand from you. Like,
So like,
we ain't gotta prove ourselves to nobody.
Right.
After we purchase an item from a brand or a company, it's legally ours. We can do what we want with it.
Yeah.
We can resell it. We can burn it. We can do whatever we want with the brand. You know what I'm saying? Because it's ours.
So basically,
Let me
that's the number one. That's the number one answer for all y'all that be asking. Why you don't carry this at this store? Why you don't carry this at Rivertown? Why you don't carry this at?
That's the reason why.
So with that,
I mean, there's two reasons. We want the stores to be separate, though.
Yeah.
So that's it. So each store has its own identity.
So that's my next question. Each store got its own identity.
Mm-hmm.
Without money, sales, and all whatever comes with you profiting off it. What is your best store, your favorite store without money?
Oh, hands down. I mean, which aspect you want to look at it is from like build out?
No, so like if Jeff going to shop and you don't own Popular Demand, right?
Mm-hmm.
You like, I'm going to Popular Demand Rivertown, I'm going to Popular Demand Woodland, I'm going to Popular Demand Kazoo.
Mm-hmm.
What stores you going to first? Like, what is your favorite store?
Well, I mean, Rivertown, hands down, though. I mean, Rivertown. I mean, it gotta be.
Why though?
The brands. You know what I'm saying? It's just
So tell them what brands is at Rivertown that catch your eye.
I mean, ice cream for one. Don't nobody on the west side of the state carry ice cream within 100 miles.
Talk to them.
You know what I'm
Ice cream
saying?
down
You
too.
feel me? All the way to the.
We'll get in our flick after we done.
So like, ice cream is only in 7 stores in Michigan.
Okay.
A lot of people don't know that. There's like, you know, there's probably 40, 50 stores just in Detroit alone. You know what I'm saying?
You got
We the only store on the west side of the state
so
that carry ice cream.
What else brand?
I'm gonna
BBC,
say it's a biased
BBC,
interview because I can't have to
Kappa.
say we have a lot of brands that a lot of people not carrying. Correct?
Yeah.
Calabasas.
Calabasas is another one. You know what I'm saying?
What's the outfit I sent you with the? What was it like? It was a cardigan, the red.
It's
Calabasas.
Oh man, I got the jeans
That's from down south, and ain't nobody up
I got the dark blue jeans and light blue jeans on one side with my blue jeans.
Oh yeah. I'm telling you that's something crazy.
Yeah.
And a lot of artists, you know, celebrities wear it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you got LaMelo Ball, Lil Durk, Chief Keef, Sada Baby, you know, Vezo, all them dudes.
Yeah. So with that being said, with like all those 3 stores, right? Even before you opened Kalamazoo, and what the incident with Woodland, like what backlash did you have after that?
They didn't want to be associated with the zone at all.
So is that why you changed it? That was one of my questions. Is that why you changed the name?
I mean,
with the backlash?
Undisclosed, yes. That's the reason why I had to change the name to Popular Demand. Now, it had to be quick. I'm talking about this was a 10-day name change. Like, I'm like, it was quick. I'm like, okay, we got to do something creative. Okay, alright, Popular Demand. It's like, I had to do it. You know what I'm saying? It was like,
so you was getting backlash, like,
oh yeah, I'm telling you, like,
moving bricks, he moving files.
That's what they thought. That's what they thought. So Woodland was like the first ones. They were like, they didn't want to be like associated on the news. You know what I'm saying? They didn't want to be associated with the news, so that's the reason why they didn't change. Or one of the slaves like, okay, they terminated the lease. They gave us 3 days to vacate. I'm like, shit,
3 days?
Yeah, like 3 days. So I'm like,
that's shit dug out. He had like 24 hours.
yeah, so I had 3 days to get your shit and go. So I'm like, damn, after I remodeled the whole space, the suite,
that flow was sweet.
You know what I'm saying?
Sweet.
You know, I came out of my own pocket for that. Like, that was my personal pocket.
See, me and Garcia, that's how he started the podcast. Me and Garcia was talking. He was showing me the phone. I'm like, yo, that shit is crazy.
Bro, and that's like my idea. Someone like, I see other people reaping the benefits off some shit that I created.
Right.
It's like, that's the biggest slap in the face, bro. Like, it ain't shit I can do about it. You know what I'm saying? Besides, move forward, don't think about it. Just, you know, focus on what we got going on and keep it going. You know?
So like when you say like keep it going, so like working with Garcia,
DJ Red.
you know I call him Garcia. I call him Garcia. Like, did he like take anybody's spot to where he was like, I want you to do this, but no, we got this experienced guy. We need you out the way. I got him.
No, honestly, we all got our own role. You know what I'm saying?
I'm saying before you even put him on the team, was there anybody in his spot to where he was like, you got to go?
I was doing everything by myself. Everything. Literally, I was working 7 days a week, bro. At one point in time, no, you ordered prior before Woodland or after Woodland?
Well, prior, both. Before you even got it. Before the West Side got shut down, you was like, I was
doing it myself. Me and my little brother, honestly. Me and Mike was doing it, you know what I'm saying? And
so I don't want to say the other store name, but the store that, not Villa, but the store that you showed me, you thought he was toting blocks and all that. You know, they have a.
No. Let me cut you off. I was gone from there by then.
Oh, okay.
We met at that store, but
he came to you.
We clicked at Villa.
Yeah. So it was a thing, you know. I know how to dress a little bit, but it was a thing to where, like, they were selling fake clothes. Have you ever had somebody come like, oh, your shit fake, you know what I mean?
I mean, they do, but honestly, like our name, the name that we've kind of built up to be, like, is too legit, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't do nothing. I'm not a fake motherfucker.
So you know what I'm saying? You too legit to quit.
No, I'm just saying, like, I'm not a fake motherfucker though. You know what I'm saying? So anything that I do, I'm gonna do it 100% authentically. That's why I don't want to resell shoes. If I can't get a Nike contract, I'm not selling shoes.
I love that.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not reselling shoes. You know what I'm saying?
It's a lot of people out here reselling some shit.
I mean, even if it's grade B, grade C, whatever. I mean, it's all the same shit to me. You know what I'm saying? It's just a different stamp. You know what I mean? And you just literally buying it from a household name. That's the only difference. A lot of people know that's really the only difference in the shoes. The quality and shit be the same. You know, you probably get the same quality shit from StockX or resell they're gonna sell. You know what I'm saying? Versus Foot Locker or, you know what I'm saying, Champs and shit like that. So that's the reason why. But like, nobody's ever came in there and asked me if BBC was fake or if ice cream was fake. You know, if anything, it'd be like the resale shit, the antisocial, or like the V-Loan. Like, nobody come in there and be like, are these fake Calabasas jeans? Like, no, they don't. They don't do that. You know what I'm saying?
So for some of the people that's out there trying to start their own business or open their own business, like, just give them a few pointers. Maybe like talk about like maybe what was like your biggest obstacle that you had to overcome when opening the business, because you started on the West Side and you big on that, and I salute him for that because he always includes us in everything. We done upgraded to Rivertown, to Woodland, to Kazoo, to who knows what's next, and we're gonna talk about that later. But just give people some pointers and stuff, like how you are, if it was some obstacles, how you jumped over those hurdles and et cetera.
The only obstacles I really felt like I had, again, I mean, just experience. Like, I didn't know anything about an LLC. I didn't know anything about a lease. Not a business lease. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know anything about insurance. I didn't know anything about workers' compensation policies. I didn't know anything about quarterly taxes, sales tax, none of this shit. So all of that was all new to me. But like,
learned as you was going.
That's it. That's literally all you gotta do.
That's what I said. We learned as we go.
I'm telling you, literally, you gotta learn as you go though. And I mean, it's gonna get easier. Again, just like riding a bike. You know what I'm saying? You got 2 training wheels.
Right.
You take that one off. Like, damn. You take that other one off. Now you're free. You're free riding. So it's kind of that's like the hardest obstacle. The only thing I can tell people though, tips and pointers on opening a business, starting a business, just try it. You know what I'm saying? Literally, just try it.
Don't be afraid.
Literally, don't be afraid to fail, because I didn't fail so many times already. You know what I'm saying?
So with you just jumping up the board, starting your own business, you having your close friends work with you. You know what I'm saying? Mostly all your close friends work with
my
you.
brothers, for sure.
Have you ever, like, when you writing down the numbers, like, this ain't adding up? Did somebody take a shirt? Did somebody take a pair of pants? Have you ever had somebody close to you steal from you? Have you ever noticed, like,
in the store?
From the store.
No. Like, we have like some small discrepancies in the drawer, but it has like it's
small,
petty
like what?
shit, bro. Like $16, $17. Like small shit. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, I don't ever think nobody's. Who the fuck don't steal $17?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So you think it's like, oh, this is my homeboy, so I'm gonna give him a deal type shit, or $16, something came up short. You missing something?
No, it's got to do with change. We're like giving back change, or we're not like reporting change coming in and out the drawer. you know what I'm saying, when we add change to the drawer for the week, or ones, like fives, you know, shit like that. It's petty shit, bro. There ain't never been like a time where like, damn, $80 missing out the drawer like that one time, but we had to backtrack what happened. You know, we paid the window cleaning dude, you know what I'm saying? Or like somebody like, damn, bro, I had to get 20 back out the drawer because they was, you know what I'm saying, I didn't give them 20 or they changed back. So that was a fucking drawer. But no, I ain't never, I don't really, and that's the reason why I wanted people close. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't have to worry about that. I don't gotta worry about it. You know what I'm saying?
The only person from the outside,
Frankie.
Sense, right? And Frankie, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
We're going back to like when we first started.
Oh yeah. He was the first person.
Started.
Yeah, he was the first person. Because it was a bunch of us. Like I have my homeboy Chaz, it was D-Man, Jamel, Michael, E, you know, Dante. So it was 7 of us. We get, you know, 8 of us. George, you know. So yeah. I don't really got to worry about them. Yeah, and this is my thing too. Like, if you gonna steal from me, just ask me for it, because I'm more than likely just gonna give it to you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's the type of person I am.
That's rare.
So I mean, it's, you know, the zone's been open since. The zone / Popular Band has been open since 2019. Over the past few years, what have been some of the negative things? What have been, of course, the positive always should outweigh the negative. Let's shine some light on the negative, and then, of course, bring it to the positive side of things.
Okay, so the negative things about what?
Just in general, like, I mean, I guess we kind of shined some light already on what took place when Woodland tried to open.
Yeah.
Kazoo, was there any obstacles, of course?
I mean, just not really, but it just has to, every business or store is gonna have its own situation and stuff. Mm-hmm. So like going to Kazoo, I know you probably remember, we had to take all them damn things in the back because it was a fire hazard. Mm-hmm. But they had to deal with that at Rivertown and Woodland. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's like the only like obstacle. It's all situational. It ain't really.
Would you say that all of the, even if it was negatives personally or on the business side of things, would you say that the positive outweighed the negative?
Yeah, positive most definitely outweigh the negative, and it just depends on how you look at it though. Like if you're a negative person, even if something small positive happened, you know, because we got to take our wins and run with it. Right. You know what I'm saying?
And keep going.
You know what I'm saying? That's all it is. You don't look at it as a loss or a negative thing that transpired. Right. So
with that being said, we like to ask this question on Tough Talk. Jeff, the owner of Popular Demand.
What up?
What is the biggest rumor you heard about Jeff?
Man, honestly, the biggest rumor, I mean, when the shit happened in Woodland, they was like, "Is he the police?" You know, shit like that. But that,
okay,
I ain't gotta worry about that. Right. Like that ain't shit. I write that shit on my phone. So if you want to see it,
let's have a paperwork party then.
For real, swear to God. No, I mean, even like, I ain't got shit to hide though. You know what I'm saying?
Man, you been asking a lot of questions.
Yeah, biggest rumor. I mean, I really haven't heard any rumors. I mean, besides motherfuckers saying that I was, that's probably the biggest one. Motherfuckers saying we washing dirty money in the store. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, how? Like, nigga, that don't make no damn sense. That is, I didn't need to. I ain't need to.
Be at the laundry,
bro. We need to though.
You got them bricks.
I wish. Shit. Taking out the dirty laundry. I mean, Red got shit. I wish taking out the dirty laundry, man. Shit.
Oh, I didn't touch bases on this because I know about marriage. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, well, because you got married young. We all married.
Mm-hmm.
Both of you got married young. What was the hardest part of being married so young? You know what I mean?
The hardest part of being married so young, honestly, just change. Adapting. You know what I'm saying? That's the hardest part.
Mine was financial. Adding the bank account together.
Honestly, bro, like even with that, like
how old were you when you got married? Again?
Me, 24.
24.
Yeah.
You were.
I was 20.
See,
I was 29.
See, me and my wife, we got a different approach. You know what I'm saying? We had a different approach financially though, bro. Like, we went in this shit more so as not as an agreement or business, but like we ain't want no traditional ass big ass wedding, spending $15,000 on a car. You know what I'm saying? None of that shit.
Thank
bro.
you.
You know what I'm saying? Like we gonna keep this shit mutual.
Crystal got to spend my life saving. I'm going to Mexico.
You
I don't even know if I'm gonna have breakfast tomorrow. Right? Broke down the motherfucker. You can't even go to Mexico.
Shit like that. Hey, I had went for 3 weeks. Like I understand in some
peanut butter, two fish. Fuck with these niggas going to Cancun. You tell them. What do you think you went down, motherfucker, to the courthouse? And we came back here and had a talk part.
No, I mean, shit. I mean, there's other shit you couldn't deal with it. Like instead of having a wedding, bro, I bought a crib, 2 cars. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, you know,
you bought some good shit too.
Yeah, I bought it when I bought the crib when it was
I'm talking about kids. I mean,
I got 3 kids. 3 kids, correct?
I got 4 kids.
4
I got 3 daughters.
4. My bad.
You right. You know what I'm saying?
You're right, the baby.
But yeah, so when we bought
running the house, ain't you?
Man, trying to. Shit.
I know. You know I know.
Yeah. But yeah, so that's about it though.
So, but okay, because I know my wife. Because I know your wife, she own her own business.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because my wife go to her and do what she do. You know what I'm saying? Taking my money. So like, how does like you own your own business and your wife own her own business? Like, do y'all bump heads sometimes? Like
every day?
You gotta watch the kids this day.
Yeah, we bumped heads. 2 days ago. Yeah, 2 days ago. Shit, bro. My brother. He had to go somewhere. And it was short notice. It was like 40. It was like an hour, 2 hours notice. And I'm like, well, damn. Like if y'all don't go, I gotta be there. You know what I'm saying? So even if some shit was planned 2 weeks in advance that my wife had going on, she has to stop her day. You know what I'm saying? To do. So I'm like,
that's tough.
And I took the backlash for it. I got cussed out. I'm all type of bitch ass. You know what I'm saying? This and that. You know what I'm saying? And it's, what the fuck? I'm telling you, I'm like, bro, it ain't even my fault. I'm thinking I'm doing what was nice, like what was right.
And the crazy thing about that is, I kid you not, me and Jeff was getting cussed out at the same time. So we was talking to each other. I said, shut the fuck up. My wife talking to me crazy like I'm a bitch. I don't know what I did, bro.
Listen,
I don't know what I did neither.
I'm like, Jeff, before we even started the podcast, me and him would always talk about we were just texting like.
Yeah, and that's the reason why he said he started.
Yeah, because we was like, man, listen, we mentally we checked out. Like, bro, I'm checked out. He sent the screenshot. Look at Jeff. Jeff said, I'm turning my phone off. Like,
bro.
You know, so sometimes you try to be like, yo,
he hit me that day. He said, bro, cuz I'm gonna turn my phone off. I said, Jeff just told me the same thing. I kid you not. So I screenshotted part of our conversation because it's intimate between us. I'm like, look, Jeff just said the same exact thing. I said, you know what? I'm turning my phone off too.
Yeah, there was so much shit coming out. Like,
bro, it just, I mean, it's crazy because, like, I mean, negativity tracks negativity.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So, like, you're like, damn, that happened to you? That happened to you too? Oh shit, look at this, it happened to him too.
Once,
you know,
turn my shit off.
So piggybacking off that, what do you feel like as a man the biggest trait that you need to work on?
Patience. I have 0 patience with anything in life. I mean, I'm learning it and I'm trying. You know what I'm saying? But I don't have no patience, bro. Like, and the reason why
0%?
0. Like I like negative 0%, bro. Like
so you 0 to 100.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, not like angry, but like I have 0 patience though. So like, I don't know. Like I feel like time is always against me. You know what I'm saying? So it's hard for me to be patient with shit, bro. So it's literally it's hard as shit. Like time is, I feel like the enemy, and I should look at it the other way. You feel me? I should look at it the other way and be like, time should be my best friend, but it's not. Time don't stop, bro. You know what I'm saying? Time does not stop. It's not linear. You know what I mean?
So with that being said, like respecting your marriage, I don't want your wife to get mad. And we all married. You know what I'm saying? Do like married women with your success come at you? Like
Nah, and I don't feed into that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't
They looking at Jeff like Jeff the bad.
No,
you know what I'm saying? So
I'm in the debt. Shit.
Bitch, you don't know. You want some of the debt? Come on. I got
baggies. Shit. Not bad, motherfucker. Right. Shit. But like I don't know. I just no, I don't really have to worry about like that. You know what I'm saying? As far as like motherfuckers coming on to me or shit like that. Like they see me or like but they don't ever like approach me or like
some shit.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So they respect that.
So listen, man, we thank you for coming on. You had a great interview. But
real quick before we get to the question.
Okay, go ahead, Garcia. Talk to me.
Cause I want to know too. Cause I am popular demand.
For sure.
For y'all that don't know, that's watching. I have become his right hand.
For sure.
His left hand, his foot, his crutch. I want to know. The world wants to know. T. Craig wants to know. Popular demand. Where do you see it in 3 years?
Oh yeah.
I mean, honestly, like how I've been seeing it is it kind of we're supposed to do projections every year of the past year of how business is going.
Mm-hmm.
Last year it was unpredictable, and so was 2020 because of all the free shit that was going on. So like right now it's like I don't say it's up in the air, but it's like we're gonna have to go to the drawing board. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I got that space for it, bro. We're gonna have to come up with some creative shit to get to that next.
Pause right there. What space? Let them know what space you're talking about.
We got the zone headquarters.
We opening the zone back up. Not the store, but
it's just
not the
space.
store, but a space.
Yeah,
it's just shooting, tough talking that motherfucker.
It's just a space for us to go and like create, really plot, plan, scheme, design. You know what I mean? All the above. So that's where it's at right now. 3 years. I mean, honestly, we're gonna have some stories in other states, just the outlook on some other shit.
Next question out of my mouth.
Next stories, multiple different shit. Might see one coming downtown Grand Rapids, but it's gonna be a whole different little vibe though. It ain't gonna be your normal story.
Popular man stepping up. So with that being said, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Big Gus. He came with these, you know what I'm saying? Tough talk questions, you know what I'm saying? We got 5 words, you know what I'm saying? We got respect, love. I'm gonna show them to the camera. Respect, love, family, loyalty, and wealth. We want you to put these in order. How you feel.
Our portion of the show is called How You Feel.
How you feel.
This is how we finish off our show. It's called How Do You Feel.
How do you feel?
Shout out to Big Gus. He came up with this.
So number one to me, I mean, I had to change my own personal narrative. You know what I'm saying? I always put.
You gotta tell us why once you put them on.
Yeah, I always put business first. I always put business first, and my family was second. You know what I'm saying? And my personal life was third. And I always and that's I just seen the trend. You know what I'm saying? So I had to change it up. I changed my own narrative. But family is first. You know what I'm saying? My family is first because without them, I wouldn't be doing the shit that I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? So that's number one.
So you said they motivate you to do what you
to keep going. Yeah, for sure. To keep going, especially my wife. I mean, she's probably number one when it comes to that.
Shout out to wife.
Loyalty. Loyalty second because I feel like it's just I'm just a loyal motherfucker, bro. When it comes to anything, like if I'm fucking with a brand or a rep, like I'm just fucking with them. You know what I'm saying? Like for one story. So even with my family, I'm loyal to my family, loyal to my friends. You know what I'm saying? Very. So that's number 2.
So we want loyalty too.
Respect. You got to give it to get it. You feel what I'm saying? You got to give it to get it.
Give it to get it. Respect. So we got family loyalty.
RESPECT.
Yeah. So love. I mean, I love who love me, and so that's an eye for an eye. You know what I'm saying? I'm all about, retribution. You know what I'm saying? So that's what basically it is. Love for love. If you don't love me, I still got love for you, but it's just it's a hand for a hand. You know what I'm saying? If I give you a hand to write with, and you don't give me a hand back, how the fuck I'm supposed to write?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Talk to him.
So then wealth, money ain't the biggest thing to me. You know what I'm saying? Morals over money, bro.
Hey, listen. Talk to him, man. We got Jeff here, popular man.
Legal work.
Episode 4.
So we got 3 stores. We got one in Rivertown Crossings, one is in Granville. It's not far. It's 10 minutes on the highway.
Stop saying that. Rivertown is far.
So Woodland.
Please stop saying that.
Yeah, we got Woodland. So it's right next to Von Mar. It's down on the other end.
Store number 2.
Yep. And store number 3 is in Kalamazoo, Crossroads Mall. So that's
Get your social media. Give all your social media.
Man, we got so many. Follow us on TikTok, Popular Demand.
TikTok.
For real, follow us on Instagram at Popular Demand Store. Facebook is on Popular Demand. Snapchat is Popular Demand. That's about it.
And make sure y'all follow us, Tough Talk Podcast. Make sure y'all subscribe. Tough Talk Podcast. Real Craig, DJ Ray, Jeff Estrada. We appreciate y'all. Let's get it. Tough Talk.